Okay, Joe, here we go. Mission planner, all set up, ready to go. This is the transmitter. Okay, we'll go through all the modes of operation. This is the APM unit hooked up to the receiver. And this is the GPS. Sorry about the crash in this one, but it's the only unit that I can get, the APM here, to actually work properly. Also, don't use Windows 10 to load Mission Planner. Use an older version if you can. The newer one seems to give me all kinds of problems. So, we'll get started here. I have the Bluetooth, the 9.15 megahertz transmitter, receiver and transmitter. I'll try to get those hooked up in a little bit. But right now, I just want to get going on the flight. It's mounted on a cushion, but you'll have to mount it on the quad any way you want. What I did, is to give you a kind of a brief idea, is I took some standoffs, marked the center of it, drilled some holes in there, and mounted it that way. That's one method. You can use sticky tape. They say some double-sided foam tape if you want to use that. The arrow is the front, and this arrow is the front, so they have to be mounted the same. I had a GPS mount somewhere here. Ooh, here we go. Okay, this is the GPS mount here I'm going to send you, and some sticky pads. You might have to get a bigger sticky pad or cut this one around to fit this disc and also the GPS receiver. This is the nozzle unit, which I told you about. You can use that in place of the other flight controller, but I hope you find time to play with the other one. This was the bad one I'm having problems with. So, back over here. So, we're going to plug this thing in here. I don't need the motors connected to make this thing function. It's going to take a couple of minutes to go until I get a solid blue light. Once I get a solid blue light, we'll go. I've already did all the calibrations on the setups, so there's not much you have to do. If you have to do, you go to the initial data. Don't load any firmware or anything else. Everything is ready to go. So as soon as I get it connected over here, so we come over here. Once the mission planner is up and running, you should see this screen here. And we'll come over here to the comms, and you should see the Arduino Mega 2560 COM 53. The baud's going to be 115-200. Okay. Back over to here, you can see I've got a solid blue light there, and I got a flashing blue light on my GPS, which means we're good to go. Come back over here, or connect. And we'll watch the screen here for a minute, and it should connect. It's going to go through its thing over here. And then we're going to go back to initial setup. Everything is set up, like I said. I ran through all the compass, the gyros, everything. You can do it again if you want for practice. We're going to go to mandatory hardware. You have to do all this. The frame type I did, the calibration, the compass, radio calibration I did. You can do it again if you want. The flight mode is what I'm looking at. We can go back to radio calibration. So radio calibration, this radio is just made for this unit. So come over here. Let's see if I can get both down at one time. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but we'll see. So we hit calibrate, and everything's going to go funny. Transmitter's on, power's on. We're going to move all the sticks in weird directions. Make sure everything goes right. Throttles up, down, yaw, rudder, right, left. Aileron up, down. You may have to reverse that. I don't remember. You may have to read the plans, or maybe not. I goofed you. Let's start over again. Okay, so I did that one. That's forward, backwards, roll right, roll left. That's right. These are the side switches. 6. This should be nothing. 6. This one should be 5. Oop, sorry, the knob is 5. This is the one that's going to give you your flight mode, which I'm going to switch to in a minute. Anyhow, when you're all done, everything's off. Click done. Click OK. And we'll move on to the next. It tells me what my numbers are. So we're all okay. Go to flight modes. The switch tells you what flight mode you're in. So stabilize is 1. Stabilize is 1. I can do this a little better. Maybe you can see them both at the same time, I hope. I'm trying. Okay, so we got stabilize is 1. That's the one you want to start with. That's the easiest one to fly. You got loiters 2. Autos 3. Then you go stabilize again 4. Altitude hold. And return home. And return home also, the simple mode, other mode you can read about there for different flight modes. It's like IOC where it's forward's always forward, right's always right, left's always left, no matter how you're looking at the looking at the quad. So you can change modes here if you want. I would leave them here right now until you get familiar with them. And let's see if we can arm this thing now. So if we come over here, and we hold the throttle down and to the right, the red light should go solid. Should blink and flash like that. The color should go solid. Like that. And if we come over here to the screen, click on flight data. Oops. Click on seg mode, close this out, come over here. It says armed, and as you can see, this thing out of the way, as we move the GPS, things move on the screen. We move this, things move. All right, see everything's working. You can see I'm moving this. See this, and you can see the lock. It's on the GPS lock. To disarm it. To disarm, you move down. Try to get a hold of the screen here. It's hard to get everything in. To disarm, you go down to the left and let it go, and it should say, come on, see disarmed here. Disarm. There you go. So now the motors aren't armed. You're good to do whatever you got to do. So that's it for that video. I'll upload it to YouTube.